4 News starts now with a breaking news alert.
A missing teen's family is relieved this afternoon. Their granddaughter is safe. We've been covering this story now for weeks. The 16-year-old was last seen at a Dearborn Heights gas station. It was March 17th. Now, we're no longer going to show the girl's face that she has been found, but you may have seen that this push alert that we sent out this afternoon right there. Police tell us they found the girl in an older man's apartment at Warren and Inkster in Dearborn Heights. Erica Erickson joins us live this afternoon. You've been following the story from the very beginning, Erica. Tell us what you found out about this guy that she was found with.
Well, it's exactly what I would say police and her family didn't want to hear. They are very happy that she's been found, but preliminary information was that Tasia had been in an apartment with a man in his 50s. We just learned that the man, his age is 62 years old, and I'll get to more on that in just a moment. But these flyers have been all over the place, as you know, and the search for Tasia has just been really ramped up in the last several days. She went missing on March 14th. She ran from Vista Maria, a facility for vulnerable youth here in Dearborn Heights. Police say Tasia was spotted once on surveillance video, but that was over a month ago. Sources say she initially ran away with a 12-year-old girl with cognitive delays. That girl has also been found safe. Tasia is believed to have been sexually assaulted by at least 2 men, or Johns, since she ran away from the facility, and had been staying again with that third man in an apartment near Inkster and Warren Roads. We spoke to Dearborn Heights Police Chief, who says, wow, despite everything, this is a very good day.
Yeah, we feel good. It's an amazing day for us. We had a lot of partners involved that came in and assisted us, but we were able to locate her today. She's healthy, she's fine. We are going to complete a SANE kit on her just to make sure. And
for those who don't know what that is, what is that?
A SANE kit is a sexual assault nurse exam.
And you guys were worried about her being with other men, and you found
Correct.
her
Yes.
with another man.
We did.
What can you tell us about him?
It's an ongoing investigation, but he's in custody, and we plan on doing interviews with him sometime later on today. And wherever it goes from there, we will submit a warrant to the Wayne County Prosecutor's Office so they can make a decision on charges.
Now, police here in Dearborn Heights will be planning to hold a news conference sometime tomorrow afternoon. Meanwhile, Tasia is being interviewed, we're told, and of course, #1 priority is her safety, her health and safety, and she will be heading to a hospital, as you heard. Now, as this story has unfolded, we've heard a lot of allegations about the conditions at Vista Maria. I did just receive a statement from them. It does in part say, quote, all of us at Vista Maria are relieved and grateful that Tasia Keaton has been found and is safe and receiving support. We'll have the full statement at clickondetroit.com, and we'll be continuing to follow this. Next at 5, we'll speak with her family as well, and at 6 p.m.
She's alive. She's alive. All right. Thank you very much. We appreciate it, Erica. Our other big story that we're following this afternoon involves auto tariffs in Michigan. Governor Gretchen Whitmer had the chance to sit down with car dealers in Metro Detroit and discuss the impact of tariffs on sales. So we're going to bring in Victor Williams. He's been working with us on this story, and also talk to the governor. What did the governor have to say, Victor?
Well, she did have a whole lot to say. Gretchen Whitmer, the governor, of course, of Michigan, she believes that these tariffs are doing more harm than they are good, especially in the automotive industry. She's worried about those tariffs actually creating some type of domino effect here in Michigan, but she was not alone talking to those reps from many dealerships all over the state, answering any questions that they may have alongside Congresswoman Debbie Dingell. Now, unfortunately, right now, there seems to be more questions than answers as the future remains uncertain. You have to remember that many consider the auto industry to be the backbone of the American economy.
We know the saying that when America gets a cold, Michigan gets pneumonia. We are the tip of the spear in a lot of ways, and indiscriminate auto tariffs are going to impact jobs. It's going to impact our economy writ large.
What we've got to work for is stability. We've got to give the car companies, the suppliers, the dealers, the certainty that they need. You cannot run a business in chaos.
Now, both of these leaders are hoping for more consistency from President Trump in terms of these tariffs. We'll hear more from them at 5 o'clock. Victor Williams, Local 4.
All right, we appreciate it. Thanks, Victor. Also, some big news today. Governor Gretchen Whitmer has chosen a Detroit judge to fill the vacant spot on the Michigan Supreme Court. Noah Hood has served as a judge on the Michigan Court of Appeals since 2022. Now, prior to that, he sat on the Third Circuit Court starting in 2019. His appointment is to fill the remainder of the term left by Chief Justice Elizabeth Clement, who is stepping down this month. And wondering about the academic background? We've got that for you. Hood got his bachelor's from Yale and his law degree from Harvard. In a statement today, Judge Hood said he is deeply grateful and promised to deliver even-handed justice for as long as he serves. So if you're passing through Palmer Park and you might have smelled some of that smoke, do not worry. We did receive a lot of calls about that odor. So we took a look at our downtown Skycam and then did some digging. Learned the city is doing a controlled burn today. That's the white smoke that you see off to the right of the Fisher Building. A controlled burn is done by the city for maintenance and helps manage invasive weeds and other undesirable vegetation, but everything under control in Palmer Park. Studies show more than 300,000 Michigan residents are really behind on their water bills. So today, some new legislation aims to hopefully fix that. The Michigan Senate introduced a package of bills. The goal is to create a statewide water affordability program, making water bills affordable for low-income households. The legislation would provide shutoff protections. Lawmakers say this will reduce the burden on families who are struggling to pay their bills.
These bills strike the right balance between compassion and practicality. By capping water bills for low-income households and providing arrearage forgiveness, we are giving residents a fair chance to stay on track and contribute what they can afford. By creating a sustainable funding source for the program, we're ensuring our water systems remain strong and reliable for everyone.
The Senate bill has strong bipartisan support, so if passed, this legislation would create the most comprehensive water affordability program in the nation. In a Local 4 News update, a man is facing 6 months in jail after accidentally shooting a child. Now, we covered the story last September. This was the scene over in Redford Township after police swarmed a home over on Lexington. That's near 8 Mile, where the 13-year-old girl had been accidentally shot during a fight between adults. Now, the girl was hit in the leg. The shooter, Christopher DeLance Harris, is the girl's stepfather. He was charged with careless discharge of a firearm causing injury, as well as possession of a firearm. He has now been sentenced to 6 months in jail and 2 years probation. Pope Francis lying in state at St. Peter's Basilica with thousands gathering to pay their respects. People in line only have a short moment to see the pontiff, with roughly 50 people passing by each minute. His funeral is set for Saturday, expected to draw world leaders, including President Trump. The Pope passed away on Easter Monday at 88 from a stroke and heart failure. His body will remain in the Basilica until the funeral. Now, although Pope Francis simplified the papal funeral rites in a move of typical modesty, Saturday's ceremony will still be filled with pomp and pageantry. We are going to carry the entire service live on Local 4 and Local 4 Plus beginning at 4 a.m. People are lining up outside of Secretary of State's offices today all across Michigan as the deadline for getting a real ID. It's just 2 weeks away. So starting May 7th, you're going to need a real ID enhanced driver's license or passport to fly. Many are still unaware of the requirement, which has really been in the works since 9/11, to unify ID systems all across states. So if you need a real ID, schedule an appointment, bring your current ID and a birth certificate or a passport, and don't wait to the last minute.